I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now, and I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop, and I can't possibly fly two whoops, at least simultaneously.
Orbit's too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like IGOW to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Orbit you baby, and if it's quite alright, IGOW you baby. To warm the lonely nights, I love you baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I've found you, stay and let me orbit you, babe, let me love you.
Do you wanna do an orbit upside down around the ball? It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit upside down around the peak? I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Flying sharks and flying sharks on the flying sharks. Or flying sharks to get flying sharks? Flying sharks and not flying sharks. Flying sharks, you know, flying sharks, flying sharks.
Meet the tunny hoop. The male hoop or brazen must perform a dance and press the female hoop. Called Skittles, Brazen practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. Two of these, one of those, before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Brazen extends his BT2.000 connector. Hubba hubba hoo chewy wobby wogga. With his task completely, little brazen tunny hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys. Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys.
Right, let's meow this. This is a rap about Ilman and Grey, the two cool cats bringing IGOW. Hey, what is IGOW? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but his spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a prat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to...
Hey,
What?
feed me lipos. Hey.
So bad I missed bound this time for closure. You want what you want, that must be awful. But please pull up your pants, no offense. Won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights.
É mais que poema, é a coisa mais linda.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the fleshlight. Hey, still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents. So proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no room. Only Gemini, right? You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you while you rub your turtlenecks. Is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Free up the Just give me some slice, hey.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best. Orca goggles.
What was that? Oh my... No shot, dude.
Mo's here, but Anwal still hasn't messaged me his. So that's what we're missing.
Don't talk about playoffs. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
All right, time for the playoffs. Oh, not that.
This is Hajime Mura.
How many margaritas deep are you, Mo? Aviation still hasn't sent his. Calendar here. All right, let's just explain the rules and hopefully we'll get his by the time we get there. So, playoffs. First of all, we have 16 pilots that are going to make the playoffs. We were trying to get down to 16 by week 16, but we accidentally eliminated too many pilots. And Jal, the Red Maddie, FPV, Sammy, and Pascal all whooped out this week. So 2 of those 4 are going to join our other 12 pilots and other 12 pilots and make the finals. Our other 14 pilots. Wow, I can't count. Anyway, and then the other 2 will be out. And the way they're going to do that is they're all going to submit a 90-second freestyle video, and all the remaining pilots, these ones here, and the judges, and maybe a few other IGOW watchers that are here all the time, we'll get a vote and rank them in order, and the top 2 ranks will make it into the playoffs. The bottom 2 will finish 17 and 18. All right, so let's go over our playoff pilots first, and then we'll go over the rules. All right, so starting here in 14th place, we've got Gravy on Mayo. It's Gavin from Michigan. And Gavin got 3 total letters. He failed the Barani week like everyone. Week 14 didn't quite get done. And then week 16 this last week, which almost everyone failed also. But great run by Gavin otherwise. Bunch of solid scores. That's Gravy on Mayo, one of our U.S. contestants. Oh yeah, breakdown of the 14. We have 8 from the U.S. and 6 from other countries, and then out of the other 4 possible, there's 1 U.S. and 3 other countries. So really half and half. Aviation. Sorry, you're at a restaurant. Do you wanna try to just draft live here, Aviation, or do you want to send me the list? Either way, let's get this done. Next, we've got Blasta. And Gavin had a total score of 157 so far. Next up, we've got Blasta. That's Chad from New York City, also United States. He's got a score of 159.5. He had exactly the same layout, failing 12, 14, and 16, but making it through. Great job by Blasta. Just started flying this year. Shank and Whoop, also from New York, Brooklyn. 2 New York guys back to back. He's got 60.5. Exact same setup, failing 12, 14, and 16. Then we've got some international pilots with IGO also. All these pilots have IGO. Failed 3 weeks. First up, or both of these pilots are from Hungary. First is RCKY. That's Eric. And he failed 12, 13, passed 14, or he failed 12, 13, and 16. Slightly different. And then Velvix is Chris with a Z. Chris? Is that how you pronounce that, Velvix? How do you pronounce your name? Chris? Chris? That one. So, Sismoror? Anyway, also from Hungary, Velvix missed week 7 and failed 12 and 16. So also with IGO. Great job. Then into our IGs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's most of our pilots. You finished with 2 letters. First is Jamie. It's Cha-Cha from Florida. Jamie was our reigning 10 champion. He got 10 score every week for the first 10 weeks. And then got some more points in week 11, but failed 12 and 16. Like pretty much everyone's going to fail 12 and 16. Yep. So then next up we've got an IGOW4 veteran jumping over I-Fly sometimes. Then we go to I-Fly sometimes. That's great. Algirdas from Lithuania. First pilot with the top video. He had a top video in week 7. And he failed 12 and 16, of course. That's I-Fly sometimes. Then we've got in position number 7, we've got Shawnee D, finalist from last year also. That's Sean from Indianapolis. He had top videos in weeks 4 and 5 and 9 and 15. Well, that was like a scoring week. Great job by Shawnee D making the finals again. Next, we've got a newcomer, Bantz. Who the hell is Bantz? Bantz is Lenny from Brentwood. Another United States pilots. A lot of top scores. Finally got some top videos in weeks 9 and 10. Also up there towards the top in 15. Great job by Bantz. Then in position number 5, just out of the top 4 picking positions, we've got Dan Carpy from England. Carpy, an IGOW veteran, I think all the way back to IGOW2, maybe even IGOW1. Lots of top videos, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And then did well in 13 also. Great job by Carpy, making top 5. And then our top 4 are going to be our drafters tonight. In 4th position, we've got Mo, who's 4.5 points ahead of Carpy. And Carpy has 3 more top videos where he could possibly win, but I looked through, he'd have to win 2 of 3 and get another podium in the other one to pass Mo, and he doesn't quite have enough points to do it. So Mo is for sure locked himself into the 4th place position. It's Mario from the Northeast of the United States. Mo, all times of top videos. First week, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th. A newcomer, Mo. And Mo's here in the chat. What's up, Mo? Then in 3rd place, we've got Akira, IGOW veteran, top 3 last season, top 3 the season before also. 2nd place last season. I think 3rd or 4th the season before. Always one of our top pilots. Skittles and Lana, what are you guys doing? They're pumped about the playoffs. They're pumped. Skittles is pumped about the playoffs. She wants to know who's going to be drafted. Who's going to be drafted, Skittle? Who's Tyrant going to pick first? Who's he going to call out? Who's going to be like, I think you're the worst pilot in playoffs. All right. It's Akira. Akira had a podium in week 2, podium in week 5, top video in week 6. He won week 13 also. So great job by Akira this season already. Then in 2nd place, we've got Aviation. That's Anwal from Canada. One of the most subscribed to FPV YouTubers. He's got like 170,000 subscribers. He got podiums in week 2. He won week 4. Podium in week 6. A bunch of other top videos. Won week 12. The only person to pass the Brawny Massacre because of Tyrant's editing error. And he also was only one of 2 to pass this last week, week 16. Only 1 fail in week 11. One of the easiest weeks. just messing up by not quite following all the directions. That's aviation. And then our top pilot, that's Tyrant from the Pacific Northwest. It's Curtis. Top video every week, almost every week except for week 11. Top videos. He also won week 2, podium 4, won 5, podium 6, podium 13, won 15, and I already declared him winner of 16 since there's only 2 top videos. So those are our top pilots. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to form the playoff groups right after we go over the rules. So first, our playoff rules are, we're going to have a draft right now. These 16 pilots are going to get broken up into 4 groups. It's kind of like a snake order draft. So Tyrant is top pilot, so he gets first pick, and then he'll also get 8th and 9th picks. I'll show you that in a second. Anyway, you get 90 seconds to pick, or I have all the other rankings. Let's see if Aviation sent me answer. If you're just gonna do it live, Aviation. Seems like it. So I only need Akira's. Okay. So once we get into the groups here, once they're all determined, every pilot's going to have to make up their own challenge. And you all have until next Saturday, September 16th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to get your challenges made up and approved by me. Which just means you have to figure out what you want to do, officially declare it, and then have some type of explanation. You can either have a little write-up that you want me to read, or ideally you'll make a little video explaining it. But you don't have to complete the challenge yourself before next week. You just have to come up with it. You're allowed to do it before. You can try it a bunch to make sure you can do it again. But you're going to get a hand signal starting at next Saturday. So after you declare it and after everyone else knows the challenges, then you're going to have to do it at least one more time. So there's some strategy there. You're not allowed to just do it ahead of time or just come up with some clip and then say that's your trick. You have to be able to do it during the period with everyone else. All right. You can make up pretty much anything, but the idea is to do some type of challenges that are based on actually doing tricks and flying. So you're not allowed to do anything that specifies how the pilots fly. You can't say you have to do line of sight, or you can't say a different mode on your transmitter, or a grip or flying style. And that's also going to take out one-handed flying, which we have done in the past, which is not going to be allowed this season. Then the other thing that's been kind of allowed in the past is physical acts while you're flying, Side did, where you had to make a gate and fly through it with your hands. You're not allowed to make anyone do anything while they're flying besides be a gate, and then you have to allow either standing or sitting, but you can't require doing some type of position or stand or anything while actually flying. That can't be part of the challenge. Next, you also can't set up anything in too large of a space. If you're going to have specific obstacles that the pilots have to set up, then you have to restrict it to a space of about 5 foot by 8 foot. It's the layout for racetrack track. But you're not allowed to have any UTTs. You can't have just a racetrack or any challenges where it's oh, you do this and then you get a time and then everyone gets ranked and then the top 2 passers thing. No, you have to have a pass-fail type challenge. So if you want to do something involving speed, that's fine. You can say you have to do a power loop on this one and then a Matty flip on this one and whatever on that, and then land, and you have to do it in less than 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or you can Like in the past, Akira has done like you have to do 10 Matty flips in less than 15 seconds. Something like that's allowed. But you can't say like we're just going to rank everyone based on time. There has to be like a time you set, and then people pass or fail. And then you're also not allowed to require any specific locations, or like your challenge can't be like find a tree that's at least 1,000 feet tall and orbit it, and then stuff like that, where the hard part is actually finding the obstacle or the place to do the trick rather than the trick itself, or making it something impossible. Like if Mo was allowed, he'd be like, you have to power loop Mo, and then he'd be the only one that could do it. Anyway, once everyone makes up all their tricks, we're going to do a stream next Saturday, and we'll show them all. And the pilots are going to have 2 weeks to try all 4 challenges from their group. So there's 3 other people in your group. You have to do the other 3 pilots challenges and your own challenge in this 2-week period. And then you're going to submit them the same way as always. There'll be a Google form. You can submit the challenges individually or in one big video, whatever you want to do. And then you're also going to have to make up your round 2 challenge and declare it by the same deadline as the challenge deadline, so that round 2 will start right after round 1. All right. So be thinking about that. If you want to make up both challenges in this like free week you have, if you're one of the pilots that are already in, then you can think up both challenges and you can get them approved ahead of time. But you still have the right to change it later, because you won't know your second round group until later. Scoring. Oh, the scoring. So went through a bunch of like iterations of this, and basically the easiest way to set it up is if you complete one of the other challenges, you get 10 points. If you complete your own challenge, you get 9 points. And then you don't lose anything for failing the other challenges or passing them, or for failing the other challenges, but based on what the other pilots do in your group on your challenge, you'll also get some amount of points. So there's 4 possible outcomes for the other 4 pilots, or other 3 pilots in your group. If all 3 other pilots fail your challenge, then you get 8 points. So if you can come up with a challenge where all 3 other pilots in your group fail, you get 8 points for that. If you can make 2 of the other 3 pilots fail, you get 4 points. If you can make 1 of the other 3 pilots fail, it's a push, you get 0. But if you have all 3 other pilots pass, where you make no pilots fail, then you lose 10 points. So basically the idea there is, if you make a challenge that's too easy, you'll be able to do it, so you'll get your 9 points. But everyone else will be able to do it too, so you'll lose 10 points. So you're going to be at a net loss there. Also, if you make a challenge that's way too hard and everyone else fails it, sure, you'll get 8 points for that, but you probably won't be able to do it also. So you'll fail. You won't get your 9 points. So you'll also be at a 1 point deficit. So the idea is you want to do something that's hard enough where some of the other pilots are going to fail, but not so hard that you can't do it yourself. Morden, are you pricking jackets? Yes. I can't be present. I'm drinking out of open bar. I'm allowing Curtis to choose for me. No, I will draft for you, Mo. You can't let one of the other people choose. Is Aviation still here? Can he choose? Can you do common objects outside? Yes, you can do common objects, like a tree or a pole or whatever. You just can't do like specific ones. Finally, with tiebreakers, if there's ties, we'll go over that. You can read this if you want. It's kind of convoluted, but there's lots of options. Basically, it comes down to like how far you got on the other challenges, or how hard the challenges were that you completed, or time. And if all that's the same, then it's letter status before. And if all that's the same, then we're doing rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, let's go over the draft. Let's do this now. Aviation, are you here? Aviation left. Did he send me a list at least? God damn it. So who's here? Highest to lowest if you scroll up. The Tyrant's here. Is Mo here? Or did Mo bail? Akira has a list. Aviation gave a list? When? No, you didn't send me a list, Aviation. Wait, maybe you sent it somewhere else? Hold on. No, I have no list for Aviation. He did not send me a list. Chat will vote. Chat will vote for Discord? Just the order? Alright. Alright, let's just do it. He's going stock. I mean, he gave me this, but I don't think he understands it. He did say go low to high. Alright. Well, this is low to high right here. This is based on scoring. So, Tyrant, you pick first. Alright, Tyrant, who are you calling out as the pilot you most want to go against? Oh, Shank and Whoop. Called out by Tyrant. Tyrant thinks he's got the best chance against Shank and Whoop. Alright. Let's give you guys colors. Since you're beta, you can be blue. Firefly is what? Like red, typically? But FIS Craft's purple. Bardwell is yellow? Sure. Alright. Heart shaking move. Alright, aviation, so we're just going to take the lowest rank, so it would be 16. on aviation. Then Akira's up. Okay, he's taking gravy on mayo. Purple. Mo is gonna. We gotta choose in chat for Mo. He gets back to back. What do you think, chat? Hold on. Gotta take out the people who've been marked. Or I guess I should gray them. Blasta says takes cake. Cha Cha said aviation wanted the highest ranking person. No, he doesn't want the highest. That's opposite of what. That'll just mess up the groups too. Then there'll be like one super group. He said highest to lowest. Most points to least. I don't think he understands. That's just gonna fuck it up. I wanted the most points to least. Yes, but he also told me like when we talked that his list would be like backwards, like Dan Carpy be at the top of the list and would be like the least person he wanted. Daniel, pick for me. Me, Mo, you want me to pick for you? Okay. I think you want Blasta and Velvix. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. That's what I think, Mo. What do you think? Unless you protest, Mo, that's what it's going to be. Oh, wait, there's number 15, too. Be the winner. Yeah, no, I think I'd stay with that. Cha-Cha would be close. Cha-Cha or Velvix. I'm not sure which one you'd want there. I think Cha-Cha would try harder. I personally would pick people that I think are going to try the least hard. Not that I don't think Blast is going to try hard, but all these people are going to try too hard. Blast is just the lowest ranked person. Or maybe 15 instead of Blasta. No, Blasta just started flying. Thank you. You're gonna give it your all, Cha-Cha. You're gonna try to the end. I want someone like Vilvix who's gonna be like, oh, it's 2 a.m. I'll give it a go, I guess. All right, that's what we're going with, and then we're back to Akira, who taken. Nope. Taken. Well, there you go. He's taking you, Cha Cha. Cha Cha's on Akira. Tyrant, who do you want? Oh, I haven't been writing these in. You could take number 15. You could take RCKY. I fly sometimes. Or you could stretch and take Johnny D. Panzer Carpy. I don't know. You'll take number 15? Okay. Oops. Oh, I forgot aviation. Whoops. My bad. Aviation gets number 15. He's taking just the lowest available. That's, I mean, you know, sometimes when you just go chalk. Sorry, Tyrant. You get the next two, though. Which two of these do you want? Or basically, which three don't you want in your group? I Fly and Shawnee. All right. You know what? I should do it like this. All right, so that rounds out the Beta FPV group with I Fly Sometimes and Shawnee D. And then Aviation's just taking stock, so he gets RCKY. Oops. 15. Y. Akira takes. Oh man. Akira takes Carpy. And that leaves Mo with the one no one wants in their group, Vance Pants. Our last drafted. No. Vance doesn't capitalize himself. Purple and yellow. Fucking Vance. All right, there it is. Our round one challenges. So, Tyrant, Shake and Whoop, I Fly Sometimes, and Shawnee D in the Beta FPV group. Aviation, number 16, number 15, and RCKY in the Vi-Fly group. Akira, Gravion Mayo, Cha Cha, and Dan Carpy in the FYS Crafts group. And Mo, Blasta, Velvix, and Bance in the Bardwell group. All right, who thinks is the toughest? What group do you think is the toughest? What do I think? Purple and yellow seem to like the most up in the air. But I don't know. The I Fly Sometimes Shawnee D Tyrant group. That one's pretty dangerous. Shank and Whoop. How do we figure out how we're gonna just do another draft, Tyrant, and the two highest scoring pilots in round 2 get a draft. So yeah. I guess it kind of comes down to I didn't know how else to do it other than do it randomly after that. But and of course if you tie like how do I bind this ELRS stick thing? I don't know. I think you just plug it in at one of these buttons here. Probably one of these buttons on it. Guessing T-Dog? Is there not instructions? Chris told me. I think he told me and I forgot. Yeah. How do you reach out with me? Email me. I don't know, T-Dog. Click the buttons and plug it in, click the buttons. One of them's gotta like put it into bind mode. I'm sure it's like flashing or something. Is there instructions? Not a thing yet. I don't know. You could reach out to Chris. He's the guy that invented it. I'll message him for you. I forget how. I'll say I forgot how to bind it. Anyway, think about what you guys are gonna do for your finals. Trick. Jal, the Red Maddie, FPV Sammy, and Pascal, you guys still are battling to get in, but you also have to make up your challenge, so do that too. Ooh, you fancy finalist Discord role. Sure, boss. Let's do that right now. So I don't forget. How do I do that? I think can I make a new one, an IGOW4 finalist? Or should I strip all the previous finalists of their finalist thing? What's the best way to do that, Tyrant? You used a bunch of whatchamacallit. So he has an IGOW3 finalist thing, so I need to make a new one. I need to make a new role. I'm running out of colors. Oh, it can just be the same color. Okay. think so. There you go. All right. There you go, Blasta. Look at that. Fancy new thing for you. All right. Anyone else have any other questions about the finals? Oh, you're still green because patron's higher. Should finalists be higher than patron? Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's have a fun finals. Email me your ideas. We're doing giveaways. There's no more giveaways, unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Shawnee D? You see your group? You're a tyrant, shake and whoop, and I fly sometimes. All right. Send me your challenge ideas before next week. Do you see my question? It'd be very interesting to keep your team for the next round and work together. Make a note of that for season 5. Which team? This team? You guys are all against each other, though. Oh, you mean the top 2 move on and then you work with the top 2 somehow? That would be kind of cool. See my question. Objects, balloons, toilets? I'm lost. What do you mean? Is it an earlier question? Did I miss that? Going higher. I don't see it. Restate it. Can we use common objects? Yes, you can use common objects. Balloons, cups, shoes. Yeah. Yep, common stuff's fine. You can say like pole, tree, and of course you can make any like obstacle you could make out of like a reasonable amount of gate pieces. Probably like a race gas set. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'll be interested to see what challenges you guys come up with. Hopefully we can get caught up with all the prizes and I can get all those sent out here now that I don't have to make videos and stuff. Also, I'm kind of excited, low-key excited for this just regular like freestyle battle here between Jal, Maddie, Sammy, and Pascal. I think that'll be cool. All right, everyone. See you later.